YouTube is up. Well, it's saying futures.
Preservation of capital is more important than making money. If you want to lock in your trades, you also want to protect your downsides at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of American Dream Trading's Futures Education and Trading Broadcast. This is an outreach of American Dream Trading, which was founded by Chad Christian, who owns, operates, manages, and has incorporated American Dream Trading into a legal corporation many years ago. We're glad that you could be here with us today, and we hope you will enjoy your stay. My name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the more than 20 moderators here at American Dream Trading that helps keep this corporation running smoothly as best as possible. And I'm glad you could be here with us. So we are focusing on futures and everything futures. So if you know the routine, if this is your first time being with us today, make sure you click that subscribe button, like, share over on the YouTubes. Make sure you give a thumbs up over there. Everybody hasn't gave a thumbs up for the amount that's over there. Let's give them thumbs up over there. Let's get that number up right now. Hang on to it. And over there on TikToks, start smashing them likes and shares. And also, always make sure your notification button is turned on so that you do not miss any upcoming broadcasts here at American Dream Trading. And we are live 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'm live with the Futures broadcast here from 2 to 4 p.m. daily, Monday through Friday. And we have our aftermarket show starting at 4 p.m. And you'll find that broadcast over on our YouTube, which the channel name is American Dream Trading. So head on over there. You'll notice I'm leaving out the full web addresses. I guess they frown on that kind of thing. So you know what goes on the end of a web address, right? So glad to have you here. Visit it. Head on over there. All right, so see what we got going here. You can see I got my background fixed today after yesterday. For some reason didn't save my settings, and I was trying to fix it on the fly yesterday. It'd been a while since I had to adjust it. I kind of forgot what buttons that I needed to push. I was in the right screen. It just didn't uncheck one setting. And I checked that today and unchecked it actually, and it took right off. Anything you see there on TikTok that says ADT Coach, that's actually me. We do share the same business account. That is not Coach himself. Right now I'm going to type in 123 and enter. And there you go. It'll pop up there on your screen. So it'll say 123. I guess it did. It's awful big delay there. Unless I didn't type it in. Let me try again. 1, 2, there we go. Let's try that again. All right. Make sure you're sharing this feed with those of your friends out there on the social media networks. Good to see everyone here today. Bucko's already taking the lead. Man, he ain't fooling around today. That Bucko, he's already taking the leads and likes. You're going to have to keep up with him. Check that out over there. Trader B, Trader B's moving up now. I think Trader B's going to give Bucko a run over there. Good to see James and Ralph over there and the others over there in the YouTubes. Good to see you here. I want to check here and adjust this so I can see it better. I can get my doodad on there, make sure this is set right. It is. All right, good. We're good to go there. Oh, look at Bucko. He's going whole hog off the bat. He ain't messing around today. Bucko, he's going for number 1 today. Good to see AS90 and Eric and yeah, AOL top speed. There you go, Trader B. That old fart's still on AOL. Yeah, I miss hearing those sounds from way back when. Anyhow, let's take a look here around the block. Let's see here on the right button here. There we go. NASDAQ has been climbing up here as most of the indicators have. Climbing here in the last part of the day. It was kind of a choppy, kind of a sitting around waiting on our setup that we were looking for. ES has really climbed up nice. It did break up above here, above these, yeah, just went brain dead. Double top, there we go, that's the word. I only say it 500 times a day. So right there's our line. It broke and held up above there, and it's starting to make its way upward. Can it continue? We'll see. All right, now I got that moved out of the way. I can see where I'm at now. All right, good. Also, I got 6E here, but I want to look at the Russell. Let's take a look at that real quick here. As soon as it loads up, there we go. There's the Russell. It's doing the same thing. And now it's flatter, so you can see the difference between ES, which is breaking out above its prior levels. NQ is doing the same thing. The Russell dropped nicely today, actually. There was a nice run down, some plays up and down here. Nice motion, but it hasn't got back up like the other ones have and breaking out above where it was previously. So, but it's it's the small cap companies, right? The ones that rely on banks for their loans and stuff. So they're going to be affected a little bit different and move a little bit differently. Sometimes they are in lockstep. I mean, they are both still in they're in an upswing motion just like the others are. But ES and all them there. So nice movement to the upside right there. So, all right. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to type them into your social media chat box there, and we'll do our best to answer them live. Yeah, J-Dog. There you go. AKA, I'm glad you spelled out what that meant earlier, because, see, I'm not hip like you are. Do it now. AKA now. All right, at your earliest convenience. Are you liking? Are you sharing? Are you subscribing? Well, I don't know. Are they? We'll see who's there, if they'll answer that question for you. Thank you, Nunya, for sharing the feed over there on TikTok. Good to see you also over there. Appreciate your help. All right, so why isn't my on my little indicator showing up here all of a sudden? Well, let me go up here and I'll add them in real quick. It's that simple. It's that easy. Clicky click, bang bang, and give it a second to load here. If it will. Why didn't it load? Just laptop. Got a lot of stuff running on it here. All right, so as you get questions, as you think about them, go ahead and type them into your chat box, and I'll try to answer them. Me or one of the other moderators will do our best to answer them for you. All right, let me see here. Let's try this again. I don't know why that didn't pop up. Okay, that should be all it takes to pop them up there. Again, this laptop's slower than I'm using here. What did you see here? What we have here, this is Trading View with Coaches 3.0 indicators in the background. Using 921.55. There's VWAP, there's 200. There's our cloud that we look at, and we also have a regression channel. It goes up and down, sideways, and it shows you visually which way it's in an uptrend, and this shows you the channel that it's been trading in. And it looks forward, looks backwards, and adjusts continuously throughout the trade. All right. Thank you, J-Dog. Appreciate it. Tell everybody over there I said hello. I'm missing out some good teaching over there. I know it's recorded, and I can go back and watch it at any time. So that's the great thing about being a paid member. Membership has its privileges. Now looking at ES here, NQ is already starting a big pull to the downside, right? So if I wanted to short this, I just come right up here. There's my stop loss. I'm already late to the game, but I'm going to jump in anyway just to show you, right? So, here. Am I not connected here properly or something? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to just short this so you can see what it looks like when you place an order. It's like things are in slow motion. Why isn't that in paper trading mode, right? Yeah, I'm in the right thing here. For some reason. I got two things that didn't pop up here. It's on my end. It's not the software. Try something else. Okay, got that there. And I'm just going to do this. There it is thinking. I saw it think. Where's my order at? Where'd it go? It's not on there. It's not showing over here. Market. Oh, was I logged into that paper? Let me look. Yeah, I'm logged into it. Perplexing. Perplexing. No, it's all right. Part of the reason is here. I need to reset this. That's part of the issue right there. All right. Reset that there. Go this way. Reset. There we go. Now it should work. There we go. That was the issue right there, I believe. We'll see here. I'm going to slap an order in here just because I can. Slap this up here. Let me double check, make sure this is working now. Let me say I'm going to buy. All right. And there it is. Okay. There's my, let me put my stop loss in down here. Now I got a stop loss. There's my order, and I want to sell my order, take that $375 profit. Bang. Bang, bang. Right there. That quick. Anyway, all right, so now it's working. That was the issue. I knew it was something simple, but I'm a simpleton. It takes me a while to figure it out sometimes. So anyhow, glad you could be here with us. I'm going to continue to type numbers into this chat box just so for some reason They want to see stuff typed in there all the time. All right, our logarithm is not working very well here today. Not a lot of viewers, as many viewers as normal over on TikTok like there normally is for some reason. All right, good to see Yoda over there. What's up? First time here. Good to see you. This is American Dream Trading's Futures Education and Broadcast. We talk everything futures, answer any questions. If you have a question, feel free to type it in your social media chat box, and we will do our best to answer your questions live as time allows, right? So, and there's also moderators within each chat room box there that can also assist you with any questions. All right, here in about, if I remember, here in about 15 minutes, I'm going to have a special offer for you, for everybody that's here, and you'll be excited about that. Hopefully you take advantage of it. Make sure you go to our website, American Dream Trading, and you know it goes at the end of that web address. And scroll down and look for our free Discord where you can sign up for that. It's absolutely free. It's always been free. Always will be free. Check that out. When you sign up and verify your account, you'll get instant access into our Traders Lounge where you can interact with other members of American Dream Trading. You can ask questions, discuss trades, pretty much anything you want that has to do with trading. That's a place for our free members where they start out at. Paid membership obviously has its benefits and its privileges, and the higher up you are on the membership levels, the more rooms you actually get to see. So the free members, of course, will obviously see the least amount, right? So I'm going to move this over here a little bit. It's kind of off center, off key here. Make sure I didn't mess up my view here. Look at that. I could probably move it over a little bit more. Here, see what we got. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Oh, I see what this shows. My cord's tangled up. I'm pulling it. All right. There we go. Got to straighten my desk up one of these days. Everything's all out wacky. A little wacky here. All right. So, yeah. 938. All right. There you go. Add that up. All right. There you go. So, what was I saying? I don't know. I dozed off while I was talking. I don't know what I was saying. I just don't know. Anyway, ES, get back up here and let me.
You're talking about the privileges that pay
Oh
members.
yeah, the membership. Yes, the higher tier memberships obviously get access to more rooms. Every membership has its own set of stock rooms. You know, the people in the premium paid members, they get their level of rooms. There's usually 5 or 6 or more, well, actually more, channels within their membership. And I never killed this music. You guys could hear that music playing, I hope not.
No, we
Okay.
don't hear.
I forgot to kill it completely. It was still running. I switched systems. And obviously the Diamond membership would have the access to the most things of paid members. Now moderators, of course, have access to everything. So, but there's about 100 different channels in there. So it just depends on your membership level. If you have Diamond membership, then you get access to those different channels and training and everything that goes with it. Membership has its privileges. So take advantage of that. You can continue to watch for free. Yeah. You'll learn a few things, but what you are seeing is the tip of the iceberg. You are not even coming close to seeing what we offer here. So, all right, let me see. Is that going to pop up here now or what? I don't know why that ain't popping up on this one. Let me reload this tab. What's going on with it? That one, for some reason, just doesn't want to do that without. There we go. It's kind of funny them pop-up boxes don't show up on your end, but I can see them. Over on our YouTube channel, James has been kind enough to put some of our current promotions in there, and I'll tell you about them now. We have our VIP membership that you can get for it's $500 a month. We have our VIP Gold Complete package is $600 a month. That includes a VIP Gold and a VIP memberships all in one package. Of course, that makes more sense to buy, right? For $100 more, you get both. We also have our mentorship program with one of our training moderators, David over there. That runs $500 a month, or I think you can get that for $5,000 a year if you pay up front. Correct? I believe. Yes. We also have our Diamond membership. You can get that for $7,000 or $850 a month. All right, get that one. And we have special offers for you because you're here today. All right. So all of those you are here, make sure you type, if you're here presently, type in a 1 so we can see your name. Go ahead and type a 1 in the chat box there, because this offer is for you. We will be looking who see types there. Whatever that one is, shared live. Thank you. Can't read that language or that writing, so whoever you are, thank you very much, sir. Over on TikTok, I don't read that type of script. Trader B's typed in over there. So anyway, we have 3 exciting offers for you. You can actually get the full benefits and privileges of a paid membership for totally free for 1 full week. So if you come in today, it'll be good through this time next week. All you have to do is go over there, grab the Discord, which is free, obviously. That way we can interact with you there. But you go to our website at American Dream Trading .com, and scroll down about halfway, you'll see a link to all our memberships there. So what we have is we have our premium membership for 1 week. We start training and trading at 8:45 in the morning every day, Monday through Friday. You are in there from 8:30 or 8:45 to 4 p.m. live with coach and other training moderators throughout the day, being educated on all things trading. You have access to an open mic. You can open your mic and ask questions at any time. However, if you don't want to use your mic, if you're a little mic shy, you don't like to talk on a mic, we also have the live Zoom chat built within the Zoom program. So head on over there for that. We also have the crypto membership. It's also for 1 full week, 7 days, and they have a live Zoom training call every Wednesday night at 7:15 Eastern time, I believe. And they also do pop-ups. And they have their own channel in the Discord also, where you can discuss crypto and all those things. And they have educational materials in there to help you learn also more about crypto. Absolutely free. And then we have the futures membership, which is what we are here talking about today. You can get in the futures membership free for 1 week. Okay. And you also have, futures has their own Discord channel. So each membership level has its own Discord. Now, if you buy futures only, you're not going to obviously see the crypto membership, right? Or if you got the crypto membership, you're not going to see the futures membership. Now, like the Diamond, they get all the memberships all in one nice package, right? It's everything we have. So they are all totally free for 1 week. At the end of the week, you could simply cancel and say you do not want to renew, and you won't be billed. Other than that, if you wish to continue on, you don't have to do anything, and you automatically be billed for a monthly membership at the end of your trial period. Now, you can also, if you want, you can also do, you can pay annually, semi-annually, quarterly, however you like to do it. So there are payment options if you don't want to just do it monthly. If you want to save some additional funds on, then you would pay annually, would give you the biggest discount, right? Basically, you're going to get about 2 months free doing it that way. As a general rule. So head on over to the website, grab them totally free for a week. Join us live in our Zoom call. Why watch it on TikTok and YouTubes and Facebook and all that when you can be in our live Zoom call and see what we really do and the kind of training we provide with absolutely zero obligation on your part, right? Zero. All you got to do is show up. So join us now. You can be with us tomorrow morning. Starting at 8:45 for the premium stocks and options one with coach and other trading moderators. The futures live training and trading Zoom call starts at 8:30 to 4 every day. So you can join me and all our other paid members inside a live Zoom call as we discuss trades and all that type of thing. Now, we are training also. We do not tell you when to buy or sell, so don't think we're a call-out group. We're not. You may hear people calling out things, but they're not calling it out to buy. They're calling, hey, take a look at this, right? That's why they'll just say, Google to the upside, right? Or Google to the downside. That's not an inducement to buy. That's just if that interests you. If Google interests you, then you can go look at it if you happen not be already.
It's like when I say this, Mark, YM New High Day.
New high day. So what we try to do here, and we do very well, is educate you on all things trading. We want to give you a skill over time. It doesn't happen overnight, so don't get all excited, right? You can help develop a skill where you can evaluate a trade, whether it's worth getting into or when to exit once you're into trade, how to use different indicators, what do they mean individually, what do they mean in relationship to each other, how to get your charting spot on so that you know when's a good level and what's a good time to enter a trade. So join us. We'll give you that education. You can get a whole 3 weeks worth of education and see what's behind the curtain. Because I guarantee you, once you're in there, you're going to be like, wow, man, you guys really do a lot. I wasn't joking when I said what you see on here is the tip of the iceberg. This is nothing. What we do is this is just for educational purposes only. Neither I or anyone else associated with American Dream Trading or licensed financial advisors. And as such, we can never give you financial, investment, or tax advice. So get on over there, grab that. What we're going to do is help you develop skills to be able to do this on your own. I've been doing this is my 3rd year. January will be the end of my 3rd full year of doing this. I'll be starting my 4th year. So I've been doing this a little while, right? Maybe not as long as Coach. Coach has been doing it for 33 years, so he's got a few years on me. But I can assure you that Coach has educated me personally in a group setting, right, and talking, that I have developed a skill that not even Coach himself could take from me, right? I can go do this anywhere in the world, anywhere there's an internet connection. So here I entered a trade just to show you how the downside works. Here's my stop. Since I went short on this, I'm saying, and I just jumped in this willy-nilly, by the way. I'm saying, I believe this is going to go down, so I'm going to short it. We can play up and down in futures. Going up is called a long, coming down is called a short. So I jumped in here just, like I say, I didn't really look at it. So when you're in a short, the way that you make money, obviously, is if the price goes down, right? Goes down your chart. And you see, it's not. After I bought it, the candle spiked up. Now you can see I'm down $800, right? So, I mean, I can get out of this trade like this. This is paper money, so don't get excited. This is my training account. This is making real-time trades with fake money. And it puts it all on here. It's a simulated account. It's called we call it paper trading is what we call it. So that you can learn how to use the software. So whenever I go, and I closed that before I wanted to show you. Let me try this again. All right, so if I'm going short, right, I need to click my stop loss. So the way you make money is when this goes down, right? See, I guessed wrong. It's going up, right? I didn't guess. I didn't make a guess. Now, where's my stop loss? My stop loss is above where I got in. Why? Because I want to limit the amount of money I lose, right? How do I lose money when I'm in a short? Well, if the candles turn green and go up like they're doing right now. You can see I'm down $400 on this trade, right? So you always enter with a stop. So a stop will always be above you in a short, right? Now if I go long here, right? Now when I enter the trade, my stop is way too big. I just seen it after I click. Here's my stop. There's my stop. When I'm going up, when I'm going long, I'm thinking the price is going to go up. And I'm losing again to the upside. I can't win forward losing. But anyway, so if I'm going long because I think the price is going up, that I'm going to have green candles. Don't move. Doggone it. Get it before I get it. Hang on. Let me put it back up there. Same thing. You know where I'm going with this, right? So let me put that. Just get it in there. Anyway, let me throw this on here. This is why I like paper trade and showing you guys stuff. So I bought it here. I think the price is going to go up. Well, it did for once. Here's my stop loss. You set how far you want it. You pre-program it. So when I enter a trade, I make money on a long when the price goes up. In other words, when the candles go green. And you can see I'm up 100, 250, whatever. My stop loss will be below me. Why? How do I lose money when I think the price is going up? Well, if the candles go red or pull back, then I need to limit my downside in this case. So if this candle comes all the way down here and touches this, that's what you saw earlier. See if I move this real tight. When that does that, that'll close the trade. and that limits my loss to $450, right? So there's TikTok. There it is. That was a connection thing. Must have been a blip in the interwebs. You still there, TikTok? Yes, you are. You're there. They got. Hang on here. Hang on. There we go. We still there? We're still here. We're still here, right? There we go. Let me refresh my page here. There we go. Anyway, so when I am in my monitoring that I use, so to go up, I'm making money. I'm going long, so I want to protect it. The only way I can lose money is if it pulls back on me and goes down. So that's what your stops are. That's why you always enter a trade with a stop. Don't try to put it in. I mean, you can, but don't put it in afterwards. You want to have your ticket made out with a stop loss already in there, because these will pull back on you on entry. Matter of fact, that happened to me today. I got in and it stopped me out right away because I had the wrong stop in there. So as this comes down, let me move this up a little bit so you can see it in real time. Of course, now it's going to go up. So if this comes down and touches this where this level's at, there's a line right across here. If this comes down and touches that, this will close my trade and limit my loss to $1,200 max, right? So let's see if it touches it. Expand this out a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There you go. Of course, now I don't want to pull now that I told you I want you to see doing it. So you'll see this close it automatically when it touches, if it can make it down here. I can move it up tighter, I guess. Speed up the process. Now it goes up. All right, whatever. So when that comes down, it will close out my trade. It does it automatically, and it saves you from losing money. Saves you from knife drops. There it is. Bang. Do you see that? It did it all on its own. And it says it sold it right there for me. So always trade with a stop. All your softwares from your brokers, and everybody's different, will have buttons that you can pre-program or boxes that you can check to automatically enter, and then all you have to do is put in how many ticks or whatever you want for your stop, and that always helps protect your downside. But I don't want to lose any money. I want a zero stop loss. Well, you could do that, but generally when it happens, you can see how these candles breathe. If you have too tight of a stop upon entry, it's better to have too big of a stop at entry, then you can adjust it, move it as you need it. But you never move it once you get it set. You leave it alone. Now, as this goes up, you can use your stop loss also to lock in your profits. So if it gets above where I bought it, I can move my stop above where I bought it. So that way, if it pulls down, I'm guaranteed X amount of profit. So it's a pretty cool feature also. So either way, you can use it two different ways. Protect your downside and lock in your profits to the upside if it happens to pull back. So it's pretty cool. Keeps you from wrecking your account to manage it. So everybody went over to AmericanDreamTrading.com to sign up for one of them free memberships, either the premium training at 8:45 a.m. through 4 p.m. live on a live Zoom call with Coach and all our other moderators, or the crypto, which they have a live Zoom calls every Wednesday night, and they also have them during the day. And the futures is where I'm at. We start training and trading at 8:30 in the morning through 4 p.m. Invite you to join us, absolutely free, no obligation, and it really truly is free. No maintenance charges, no nothing, right? So there's no fees involved like some people do, right, just for free. All you have to do is remember to cancel before the end of the 7 days if you choose not to join full-time with a paid membership. If you choose to renew and stay with us, it will automatically renew at the current monthly price. So $125, $50, and $250. And you will save money if you do pay out bigger chunks, right? If you pay annually or whatever. So, all right. So again, that's for those of you who just showed up. That's me typing numbers. It's not ADT Coach. It's not Coach himself. I'm Mark McSee. So I've been typing numbers in here just so TikTok thinks we're chatting, right? Which we are. I'm just sending you random numbers, right? Maybe that's your pick 3 numbers for the day for those of you who play those type of lottery game things. I don't. All right, Russell, look at this here. This is tempting break. Let me reset my account here so we can show something more realistic. I like to show you things to do or not to do on purpose occasionally, right? Just so you can see what it looks like. Reset the account. I just want to clear out all this garbage that I had whenever I was showing you those things. All right, So where will I enter this trade? I've already decided in about less than 2 seconds if I want to enter this trade or not, right? Right now, if it breaks and holds above the 9, not only am I in the upper half of the channel, I got clear skies up ahead for a while, right? Now, I don't have this all charted out like I normally, well, I guess I do up there. There's a big gap right there. I haven't kept up with it. So if this breaks and holds above that blue line, which is my 200, then I will enter that trade to the upside. When will I enter the downside? Well, if it breaks and holds below VWAP, which is the yellow line, and I get into the cloud here a little bit, I can play to the downside, right? And grab whatever I want to grab out of that trade. So, anyhow, I didn't reset this thing right here. It doesn't matter how much is in there, really. It's just a fake account anyway. But, just kind of showing you so that you get a feel for what it looks like, the interactive part of it on the screen. So, right now, it's stuck there. RTY doesn't know what it wants to do. It is below VWAP. It is below the 9. There's my candle that broke through, but I didn't get a good confirmation candle. I want to see it break and hold the next candle on the shoulder of the previous one. So this one should have started here, but it didn't. It started up, so that shows that's a weak trade for me. Do not want to take it. I'm going to hold off a little bit. Now, could I get in it? Yeah, I could. But, you know, I seen that one candle there. That's a sign of weakness on that one candle. So I just assume, if you don't mind, is wait for it to drop down or decide to go back up. What about NQ? Let's see here. Oh, I don't have an ES here. ES, there we go. ES is the S&P 500. All right, if you went over and grabbed one of the memberships and or our free Discord, type a 1 in box down there. So you let our moderators know that there's somebody there that potentially needs some help or assistance. Or maybe you don't. Okay, here's ES. Will I get into this trade? Yep. If it breaks and holds below these candles right here. All right, so I already decided. Sounds like I'm doing it pretty quick, and I am. Why? Because I've been trained here. Been doing this for a while. We give you that same education here daily. What makes a good trade? What makes a bad trade? When should I get out of a trade? When should I get in a trade? What can I use to help me make those decisions? How do I do all that? What's all this gobbledygook on your screen mean? It looks like a bunch of jibber jabber that makes absolutely zero sense, right? And it probably does when you first look at it. I don't disagree with that. All right. I don't know what's up with TikTok. Well, I don't think our thing's getting out there. I didn't get no throttling message, but not many over there today, unless it's just such a nice day. Is there a Zoom 2? Yes, there is a Zoom, Ron, on... Oh, you joined a free 1 week? Great. Congratulations, Ron. Make sure you get that. You can join my Zoom, yes, starting at 8:30 in the morning. So tomorrow morning at 8:30, you'll find a link, a Zoom link. Make sure you have your free Zoom link ready to go. You can get it for free. Don't pay for a Zoom if you don't have one, unless you want to pay for one, but you can get it for free. That's all you need, the free version. Make sure you register with the same email address that your Discord is in. That's how we know you're a member, right? I mean, you're a free member, but you're still going to get all the full advantages of the Futures membership for a whole full week. You'll get to see exactly what goes on. So get that, but grab that Discord, because we have channels in there, and that's what you need to click on, that live Zoom link, to be able to get into our Zoom call. So get our Discord. Make sure you register and verify your account, and then you'll get an email for confirmation and all that jazz, right? All right, so there you go. Yes, there is a Zoom for this, starting at 8:30 to 4. So check it out, but you got to get to Discord too while you're at it, because that's where you go to click the link that'll let you, as a member, get into our live Zoom link every morning. 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, by the way. I don't know what time zone you live in, but it is Eastern time there, Ron. So when you get that Discord taken care of, go in there if you want, and if you need some help, just say, hey, I just came from the Futures. I just bought a Futures membership, and one of the moderators will be there to assist you within minutes, literally within minutes. All right. Yes, it's been a little bit of a frustrating day getting 3 to 5 or 10 ticks out of a movement today. Sometimes you think, oh, perfect setup, I'm going in, and then it just kind of just dies on you, right? I had that happen to me earlier. I got into an EWO. It looked good. It just wouldn't break and hold through the next level, and it pulled back, and there she went. Gave away a couple dollars, but it's all right. I'm still way ahead. All right. Hopefully that answered your question there, Ron, over on the YouTubes. If you have any other questions, let me know. James had to leave, so... Oh, Lord Bartos is here again. All right, good to see you back. Jess Sellett's over there also in the YouTubes, along with Ron and James and J-Dog and Yoda. So, what else we got going on? I'm just scrolling back up. Ralph's there also. Just checking to see if I missed a comment or question. If you have any questions concerning futures, please type them into your chat box. Now, here's a way I can get into this NQ. Here it broke. Is this candle started on the shoulder? Debatable. It's that close. Do I want to take a trade to the upside? Well, we'll see here. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, I got a level up there. I should have waited a minute. But I had to add a little sooner. See, now I can put my stop where I want it at. So if this pulls back, this will stop me out and exit my trade for a $1,500 loss. That's the maximum amount of money that's at risk, right? Risk reward whole kind of thing, right? You can see it already pulled back after I got in, right? So I got in at 834. Unfortunately, it's not at 834 right now. But I am down $400 right now until this pops up. Let's see if we can get above this level here, all right? Give it a minute. Part of trading is waiting, being patient, right? Gotta be patient. Yep, see when I said that candle really wasn't on the shoulder of the previous one, it was debatable. I should have waited a minute, right? Because it was a weak candle. It ended up not, well, it looks like it did start on the shoulder, but it didn't have the more oomph that I needed for that to get up there. So you want to see it break and hold above where the other one started, like it is trying again, and then have some oomph to the upside. Just a visual thing, right? I don't know that oomph is a technical term, but you know what oomph. It's got enough of a push. It's got enough volume. It's got enough interest. It's got enough buyers to push it up from the bottom. Push it up, way up, right? And keep going. So we'll sit here for a minute. As long as it stays above the 9, I'm going to sit here for a few. And I'm going to bring up my NQL2 over here. Let's see here. So I can see it on my other screen. And there it is. So all the orders are about the same size right now. They don't know what they want to do with it. Right? I don't have my L2 up on this one here. So we'll give it a second, see if this wants to climb. It is consolidating right there. Yes, it is, Captain Call Out. I thought you joined our futures program, Captain Call Out. How come you're not in our live Zoom? Did I see that? Maybe you're out on the road. Oh, you are in the Zoom. You are? Captain Call Out? You must have a different name inside here. I was looking for you today. I didn't see you in there. I thought maybe you're not able to be in it all the time. I don't know what your username is in the Zoom. You can type a name in the Zoom chat, say hello, and then I'll know that's you. All right. All right, great. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Good morning, Mark.
Oh, okay. Good morning. You're not Captain Call Out. You're Christina.
No, it's
Also, not
me.
morning either. Where you been?
Yeah. Well,
It's
she's
morning
over
for
there.
me.
Oh, Coach. Again.
I haven't been over there. I haven't been anywhere. This is my first time today getting in here.
Yeah, I didn't.
Came
Well, I
straight
didn't really
here.
listen
See,
today.
that's where my loyalty is.
I didn't listen in much today. I had it on for a little bit, but
Well,
see, watch this come
this
down
is the
here.
first
See?
I've been on today.
This comes down, this will stop me out, right? Well, why don't you slide that down so don't do that? Well, that's how you lose more money. Believe me, been there, done that. You don't want to do it. Once you get your stop where you want it, you leave it there. If it comes down and stops you out, oh well. We had a member this morning tell us that he did that very thing. Well, maybe it's going to just come down right here and go back up, all right? Oh, it's getting too close. Maybe if I move this down, it'll pop right here and go right back up all the way up. Nope, that's not how you do it. What did I just do? I just increased my loss up to 2,300 when I was at 1,500. Never, ever, ever move your stops. And he was telling us how he did that in a trade and ended up costing him more money, right? So as this goes up, obviously, if it gets above where I got in at, which it's trying to do right now, is it going to stay there? Now that's a different story, right? We got some traffic up here to get through. There's today's open. It just now broke through. It's now back to the daily open. So do I want to tighten my stop up? Yeah, I do. I'll go up here. That way I'm less at risk. I could take this $100 or this $50 right now. I'm trying to get this up higher. Wait for this to get up higher because I want to move this stop up. See, if I move this up here, I can lock. Let me reposition my clicker. So right here's my loss to prevent my downside. I am in the positive. I can park this right here, but because this is so close, I'll end up stopping myself out. I don't want to do that. So you got to give this enough room to get up and away. But you'll watch this number here when I get above where I bought it at. See that? It tells you how much profit you're guaranteed to go home with. So if it comes back and pulls back on you, right, and hits once you lock and move your stop up above where your entry is, now, like in this case, I can let go of this now, and I'm guaranteed $300 or $250. Now, I would not ever put it here yet. This has to get a good 20 ticks away, so this is going to have to get up to here before I even think about using my stops. There, I'll do that right now. See? I can click out and get this $1,100, or I can let it run to see if it breaks through, right, and give me more money. But in worst case scenario, I'm going home with $300 out of this trade. Because if this suddenly pulls back, it'll trip that stop that I moved up above where I paid for it, right? And I'm guaranteed $300. Well, take the $850, dummy. That's more money. Well, yeah. Well, what if it breaks through right here, this next level that it's fighting against, right? Yeah, regardless, I'm going home with $300. It'll be a green trade. Would you take three $100 bills and flush them down the toilet? So, all right. So Captain Callout took advantage of our, I believe he did from yesterday, took advantage of the free 7-day trial. Did you not, sir? I think you did. Yeah, don't use your full name if you can help it. All right. So we can sit here and watch this breakout. I can just get tired of it and click here and take the full $500. That's more than $300, right? Well, what if I jump out now and this thing goes shooting clear up here? Now what? Well, I just gave up potential profit, right? This should actually come up to here to this green line, which is the top of the trading channel, right? And maybe pull back from there. But right now the volume is really erratic. And there's some little minor double top mess up here too. So we'll see what happens. We'll sit here and wait and see. I'll guarantee 300 right now. I'm up 1,000. I'm up 900. I'm up 800. See how that fluctuates? NQ is very volatile. It'll rip your face off if you're not careful. Right? There you go. But I have my stop now. If I want, I can start moving this up. I'd rather wait until this gets above here before I move this up, right? Because that's still in its range. The ATR on this right now is like 21. So from here up is 21. Oh, look at that. Now I can slide my stop up if I want to. This will probably pull back 50% because that's such a big candle. Now I'm guaranteed $950 out of $1,600. Or I could just go ahead and choose to lock in my profits. Right here's that green line. That was the top of the channel. Now there is some little top action going on up here though. Right, I gotta watch out for. I don't have a line there, but you can see it visually, right? Right there. Bang, bang, right? Now I got a line there I can look at. There's another area up in here. See how the wicks stop there and the top of those candles stop there. Might be another potential source for, yeah, that's good. That's good, Jared. You took advantage of the 7-day trial, did you not, Captain? Am I wrong on that? Oh, okay, you did a 2-week. Do you have a mic? Would you want to speak on, did you notice a big difference between the lives and what you see or in a live Zoom call versus the lives you see here on the social media? Was it worth it? Is it eye-opening, mind-boggling? Is it the most fantastic thing since sliced bread? If you'd like to open your mic.
It's been nice having the indicators, not having to just rely on the live streams. So
good. What do you think about some of the training and the talking and we get a little crazy once in a while in there too. There we go. Got that $1,500 or whatever that was at. A little bit different behind the scenes than what we see here on the live socials for free, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say there's a lot more, support. Even if you're taking a break and stuff, other people are in there chatting about what they're looking at, or kind of the risk management, and people can ask questions and stuff. It's pretty nice.
Good. All right. Well, I hope you like what you see, and maybe learn some more there behind the scenes, right? You don't be afraid to open your mic and ask questions as you feel the need to. There's no dumb questions. There's no question we ain't already asked 10,000 times, so don't be afraid to ask yours. It'll be the same 10 or 100 questions that I asked when I joined, right? It's how we learn. So if you're perplexed about something or don't understand what we're talking about, don't be afraid to ask. We'll spend what time we need to, right? So, yeah, we are busy when the market first opens at 9:30 when it gets hot and heavy, but we trade up to 23 hours a day, so we got all day to trade. Today was kind of a weird day, but all right. Fit Fat at Tip Top. Hey, good sir. Good evening. I'm a new subscriber. You're doing great. Well, thank you. Thank you for that compliment. Were you in our live Zoom call today? I don't recognize that name. I bet people use their Discord names are different than what their Zoom names are. So, good. Can you trade? Guide me. Can I trade on BingX or Binance? I believe you can. That's a crypto question. Bucko's over on our TikTok feed. If you want to go over there and you can discuss that over there. Alberto's asking Captain Call Out, how did you like your membership? How are you liking your 2-week free trial? Went over there in TikTok. Did you like it? Did you feel it's worth it? Would you recommend it to others? Especially since it's free for a week now, right? So if you want to interact with him via TikTok, you can do that, or you can just open your mic. So he's just asking you, Alberto asked you, did you like it? Oh, you just found us. Okay. You've taken advantage of the 1-week membership for free? That's great. All right. All right, yeah, go over to our website, American Dream Trading, you know what comes after the .com, right? And go scroll down about halfway, grab our free Discord to start with, because it's how we interact with each other, is through the Discord and or through our live Zoom calls every day. We will not contact you by WhatsApp. We will not DM you in any way, even within the Discord. You'll never receive a DM. If you do, that is a scammer. Make sure you block them right away, right? And report them to us also. But we will never DM you, Telegram you, all the other things but jigs that do messaging. We will never do that. And we will never use TikTok or Discord's DM feature to interact with you. You'll get scammers come in here, I'll help you trade your crypto, right? So, but yes, we do have the crypto membership if that's what you're interested in. That is absolutely free for 1 week also. Once you get our free Discord and verify your account, go over and grab that membership, or grab the membership first, then immediately go grab the Discord, however you want to do it. Go grab the membership first. That's easier, right? And, oh, look at that. KB, another 240 on NQ. Holy cow, great job, KB. 460 bucks today. Good job, sir. He's come a long way also in his trading. Great job. Picking things up. Everybody's on a different journey. Some people pick it up faster than others, but we don't compare ourselves to each other. We don't compare our trading accounts, nor do we compare our journeys, right? We all pretty much go through the same type of things. We put up with this. There's a lot of psychology involved in trading, and you are the hardest thing to overcome in day trading. It's not knowing when to get in and out of trade or any of that kind of stuff. It's your psychology. It's your mind is the biggest barrier to your profits, right? Because holding on things too long or getting in at the wrong time, even though you knew it was the wrong time, right? I do that a lot, actually. So psychology training, we talk about that extensively also within our training programs, because it's the hardest thing to conquer is yourself, right? You don't think that? Well, get an addiction and see how hard it is to quit it, right? It's really not that hard to quit something. You just got to make up your mind you want to do it when it comes right down to it, right? Yeah, there's some pain involved. You might get sick when you give up an addiction, right? You might get the shakes. You might get grouchy, but that's temporary, right? Certain things leave the body within 3 to 4 days, right? Some take longer, depending on what it is. But you just got to decide that's what you want to do. You want to go through the pain, right? Get rid of that. And it's not really pain. Well, it could be, depending what kind of drugs you're on, right? Or get DTs from being a heavy alcoholic. But it's temporary, right? And it moves on eventually. Oh, okay. You're doing crypto. Okay. And the stocks. Okay. Make sure you say hi to Bucko over there in the crypto lounge and tell him you came in. You found us over on our live feed here on the futures. Bucko is one of our training moderators. He's over there in our TikTok feed right now, which is ADT Coach, all lowercase letters. ADT Coach. Okay, it's not ADT Coach .1 or spaces or anything else. I'll type it into your. This is how it should look, because there's a lot of scammer copycat accounts, right? ADT Coach. This is how it should look on TikTok if you want to go over there, say hi or whatever. Get an alternate account. So TikTok, that's what it looks like. That's how you know you're on the right feed. If you're not, then you are on a scammer's feed, and you need to block and report that also. So this is what our official TikTok feed is here. ADT Coach. Now on YouTube, it's American Dream Trading. Obviously, you get it through our website, right? Our YouTube channel, which is American Dream Trading. American Dream Trading. That is our channel name over on the tubes. So in case you guys, I will copy and paste that over there for you guys on TikTok. Go over there and get that. There's over 2,800. There's coaches. This is our TikTok feed. Check this title of your TikTok feed right now. It should be ADT Coach. If it's any variation of what I just typed in there, you are on a scammer's website, and you need to go to this one instead, because people do mirror them too. So anyhow, yeah, it's a good deal. 1 week totally for free. Who don't like free? I like free. Do you like free? I don't know. You like free over there? I do. What's the problem? Why don't people, we're such untrusting people. I offered this yesterday, and I think we had one person sign up for free. Seriously? It's totally free? You don't want to take advantage of it? Whatever, to each his own. There is no obligation. You'll see when you get there also, right? And you get a chance to learn a whole bunch of stuff along the way by joining us in our live Zoom training every day. So you will love it. Double your money back guarantee, by the way, that first week. Oh, wait. 0 times 0 is what? 1, 0. So, all right. So, anywho, head on over there and do that. Take care of that right now. All right, let's go back to, what we got here. NQ bounced off a double top. See how fast I noticed that right away? Look at that. See how quick I am? Man, I tell you what, I'm something else. I amaze myself sometimes. But yes, there's a double top. It's statistically what happens on a double top or double bottom, it will go the other way. It'll bounce, right, and pull back on a double top. On a double bottom, it will bounce and go up. Doesn't mean it will every time, right? Nothing is 100% in this world, so including trading. See? Now I'm down here at another critical level, or historical level, right? I have my line there already. But I can set up for a buy to the downside. It did break the 9, and it did hold, and it was on the shoulder previous candle. Now this candle here, no, it didn't. It bounced off, right? So I knew that wasn't going to break through. I could tell just by looking at it. And it didn't. All right. So check us out over there on our channel. Any other questions? Type them in if you have any questions about trading in general, or our website, or our programs that we have to offer here. Feel free to ask your questions in your social media chat box there, and I'll try to do that. All right. So, yeah, I don't think so. They own everything. I think there's hardly any company they don't own anymore. Have a piece of it. So, is this going to bounce and go back up and try again and test it again? Well, the wick already touched it right here. It didn't make it through. So should I go long on this? What should I do here? Should I just, I think it might, I got a feeling it might break through this time, right? well, you can take your feelings and put them away, because feelings don't help you to make good decisions entering a trade, right?
Feeling is not a strategy.
Feeling is not that. I like that. Feelings are not a strategy. That is excellent. All right, so watch this. I'm going to enter in here. Even though I believe this was going to go down, I'm going to enter this here anyway, right? Why did I think it was going to go down? It's my bias, because it rejected off. It is below the 9, right? I tried to go long to prove to you, oh, look, it didn't, right? See how that cost me money? Because I tried to go against what I already believe that. It was like, well, it was going up. It should keep. No. You got to be able to learn what these candles mean. We teach you those things, those very techniques.
Mark, RTY is slowly climbing up, breaking off the channel that
Sure
was
is.
a minute ago.
Sure
So,
is.
2-minute WO.
There you go. Oop, now they finally showed up. Let me get rid of these. I clicked clickety click 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 too many times. There we go. So that's the EWO down there at the bottom. This is the volume indicator here, right? And all this stuff is you can modify all of it. Pretty cool, actually. There we go. Right one. There we go. There's the volume bar. It tells you here what the volume is, what the buyers, how many buyers are buying, how many sellers are selling, the ATR on whatever time frame you're in. I'm on a 2-minute chart, so it says 2-minute ATR. So I know that on average is going to move 10 ticks in the Russell, right? And again, that's always adjusting depending on the volume and stuff. Can I walk through my thought process when evaluating channels versus the indicators? Well, the indicators are very powerful thing to use, right? But I actually am using them to get into a trade or get out of a trade, right? And manage the trade once I'm in it. So in this case, I'm going to use the different levels. Let me get the one that's got some lines on it. I got lines over here. I guess I don't. Got loaded up. Let me load up MES. Trade. Get on that. Hang on. I don't trade ES that much anymore. I've been hanging out on.
So we're officially on power hour. So volatility is going to increase.
Yes, it will. Let me get here. M2K. Let's do this. Just try and find what chart I already had lines on. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. So let's just say, let me stretch this out a little bit. Now the indicators here give me some lines where it opened and closed, pre-market high and low and all that too. So that's kind of nice. Anyway, so let's just say I've really looked backward, and here's my different levels, right, that I want to use. So I can go here, type in, put in a line there. I can go up here. Oh, let's say it's stopped here. Again, I'm not spending the time here to get these exact. I'm just trying to give you a visual example here. Okay, in here, and let's just say it. And this is not how I do my chart, but these I'm just showing you. Just put some lines on the chart, right? So I can explain what he's asking. So let's just say that was the top there. All right, whether it really is or not, it doesn't matter. So what I'm using now, if I'm doing a 2-minute EWO, I'm going to use my entry down here on Coach's 2-minute EWO indicator. Down here, I know whenever the next bar is larger than first on the color change, that's my entry point. All right. So this would be using what Coach teaches us. Now, there's more to it than this. I'm oversimplifying it, but essentially that's what it says. So this would be my entry point here on this candle, right? Now, I got to look at the big picture. Where's all my indicators at and all that stuff before I enter, right? Where's my critical historical levels, right? So I would get in here, and as you can see, this bad boy's been paying off ever since I entered, right? Told me, right, give me an idea of where to enter. It doesn't tell you to buy or anything like that, but you have to understand that. Now, when I go to use my indicators here, there's the 9 to 21 to 55, and this is a regression channel, so that's the top of the trading channel. There's the bottom, the gray line's the middle. You don't want to diddle in the middle. You'll hear us say that a lot. So I have also the 200 here, and I also have my VWAP, You never enter a trade on VWAP either. Let it break and hold away from it before you get in it, because that's the most powerful one. This really truly hasn't broken away from VWAP yet. This candle went up, but there's not another candle on the shoulder of the previous, so this can pull right back down here to VWAP, and there it goes. Right? Told you what was going to happen before it happened, did I not? All right. That's where the training and education comes in, to be able to recognize them. And so I have a level right there. I just drew these lines, obviously. Well, let's just say this was a true historical line. Look what it did. It came right up, touched it, rejected. All right. There's the 9 EMA. I can use that also. It came down. A lot of times it'll touch our indicators, bounce, and go back up. All right. So I'm looking at the big picture. I'm using my indicators. Where are they all at? Are they in front of me, behind me? Which ones do I got to cross over yet? It doesn't mean you have to cross them all over, but you got to know which ones that you can enter in on. I have my historical levels. Let's just say there was a bunch of lines up here, right? I'm just popping lines on here, right? It's imaginary. Like this is where they stopped, bought, and sold at over time, right? And I can do that by looking at a 4-hour chart or higher. And then I get my historical. So now I use these lines on my chart, which are representing the historical levels. They're really not the true ones, because I just did it for demonstration. So now when this breaks and holds above here, it starts moving up. First thing it's going to come across is the top of this channel. It may resist and pull back off of that even, or just may blow right through it and don't care, right? Well, then the next spot, my next point of decision is right here. I have to make a decision. What am I going to do when it gets to this line, if anything at all? Am I going to let it go? Is this a particularly strong level for some reason? Like, you know. So every one of these are points of decisions. I'm making a decision what I'm going to do before it gets there, right? What do I want to do? Do I want to stay in, or do I want to take my profit and get out, and then I can re-enter later? So by looking at all these things here on the chart, you'll be able to, over time, you'll be able to make a decision instantly whether you want to enter this trade or not, right? Now it's going to the downside. Where will I enter here? Well, I got an issue right now. What do I have? The 200's right here, and it's also right there at a level that I drew here. You can see these candles. Is that a strong level? Not really, because I just slapped a line on there. I could tweak it out and go back and look in history. But you can see these come down here. There's some little bumps in there. I'm just going to leave it there for purpose. But it's right there at 200. So I'm not in this trade already. Let's just say I'm arriving a little late to the party, like it's usual with me. If this next candle's on the shoulder of the previous, yep, that's good. It's a potentially strong indication it might want to continue downward. Doesn't mean it will. Don't be jumping in on this just because you hear me saying this, right? But I can set up for it in case it does break and hold below this level. And then I got another point down here and then down here, right? So it's always making these decisions. But I want to wait on break and holds of these levels because I want to see that it's got oomph, right? And it didn't have enough oomph to break down through that level again because all this chop right here, you know. Candles have eyes. I didn't know if you knew that or not, right? Oh, wait, a candle's shaped like an eye. All right. ZK pulling? No, ZK. What's ZK? I don't know what ZK is. ZL? Well, it ain't pulling no more because it's closed. Soybean oil closes at 220. Something like that. There you go. Been going down all day. Well, most part of the day it's been going down. It started going down. See, you think I'm a one-trick pony here, huh? How much gets by me? That thing started actually going down. How do I know that? Because I have a set of mini charts over here of ones that I watch. It took its first big drop at 8:04 this morning. It did drop down, pull back up, but after that, down she went. It didn't go straight line down, but it's been going down it went down all day. Can't trade it anymore. It's closed now. Should be. I think 220 it closed. Double check me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Look how this Russell just came down here. Came down here and stopped. What's that, sir?
Which one is closed?
ZL, agriculture.
Oh,
soybean oil.
ZL, yes. Right.
I love trading soybean oil. I haven't traded recently, but anyway. No, good eye. It was going down. It was a heck of a run. It got in it today. Actually, that was probably the most beautiful chart today. Yeah, let me show you that. He's talking about soybean oil. You can trade soybean oil futures, and I do, and I have. many times. I haven't recently, been focusing on NQ. So here's soybean oil. Close this trade thing here out. Oh, my screen all jacked up here. All right, let me move that. All right, look at this beautiful trade. Look at that. Is that not a beautiful chart? Why is that beautiful? Because what do I see when I look at this chart? See. What do I see? I see that. Try again. Why isn't my sound working? Did my cord come unplugged or something? Let me see. You guys didn't hear any sound, did you? I didn't. One plug's messed up or something here. Let me check real quick. Like when I pulled this, I might have unplugged it. All right, so there we go. Let's try that. When I see that chart, I see this. Come on. That's all right. I ain't gonna worry about sounds. I ain't gonna mess with it. Needs reset. So anyway, look at this beautiful thing. You see a better chart than this today? Anywhere? I dare you show me a better chart than that. Look at this. Look at that thing drop. Been like this all day long. It was flat through here, right, in the early morning hours, right? Then once it got going, look at that. Could you have sat in all that all day if you got in up here? Yeah, because you could have stomached all this ups and downs, right? Because you got in clear up here, and it's down here. So if it goes up a little bit, oh well, all you're doing is giving up a little bit of unrealized profits, right? A little bit of unrealized gains. Oh, look how that thing that was a beautiful trade. Look at that. Candles aren't very big. They're not as crazy as trading the indices. But it has its moments, though. It can get chaotic. I've been in trades in that when it has been. And there's all your indicators are in the rear view mirror. In other words, they're all above it. There's VWAP 200, 921.55, just like you want to see. That's like the most perfect trade you can get there to the downside. Of course, the inverse of that, we want to see that flip. So, anywho, we use coaches indicators. Where's our different levels at? All these things we put together. I'm going to use every time, make sure this green and red line on this trading channel, regression channel. So it will respect it. You can see how it bumps up there, right? Same way on the breakthrough. I'm going to wait on a break and hold below this, or wait on a break and hold above that, because I respect these lines. I know the power of these channel lines that are here, okay? That's how much I believe in that, in these indicators. And I will also take into account where's all my lines on my chart. That's what I'm going to look at. That's the thing I'm going to play with, right? As it gets there, there's all points of decision. What am I going to do before I get there? And you're making that decision before it actually does that. That way, if it pulls back, you're not surprised. You'll already have in your own head what's going on. So, anywho, what else we got? Anybody still awake over there on the YouTubes? I don't see anybody yakking over there. Anybody talking? Hello? I'm going to type in some numbers into TikTok. That's me. That's not Coach himself. All right. And I just did that. What else can we look at? We can look at we can look at GC, gold, however. I don't generally trade gold this time of the day just because, number one, it's power hour, and number two, the volume drops off significantly. As you can see here, bring these volume bars up. It's been kind of flat all day, really, in all reality, other than earlier today. And it reflected that in its movement today. Just didn't want to. Once it got going, it hit its new high a couple of times, and after that, it pulled, and that was the end of it. Now, there's a lot of money made there on the downside. Look at that. 2-minute EWO on that. Oh, man, you raking in the money. Once you learn how to do Coach's 2-minute EWO, look at that. It got in here and rode that bad boy down. Bang, bang, right? All pure profit. So, I just kind of tried to get insane here. Replug that back in. Hang on. Might be some mix up here of my screen. Don't freak out. I'll fix it here in a minute. Plug that back in. There we go. There we go. Oh, come on. Get in there. Trying to see. I'm behind something. All right. Now we're back. Let's try that. All right. How bad did I mess up my screen here when I was doing all that? Yeah, we're pretty good to go. All right. So, anyhow. Wrong button. Wrong one. All right. So there it is, going to the downside, gold. I don't normally trade it this time of the day just because volume drops. It's not that I can't trade it. I can come over here and trade this. I mean, we can sit here, but what's going to happen is the volume is so low, right? 25. Oops, one number too many. There we go. Now let's program in. So I could go short on this right now, right? My entry was actually way back there, but there's my stop, right? I'm going to put my stop just above this line here in case it comes back. Oh my gosh, that's a $36,000 loss you're going to take if it goes that far. Well, I don't have any intention of letting it go that far, to be quite honest with you, but you never know, right? If you can't handle that trade, then you should be in it, right? So, but I can make it tighter. But down here, that's because I bought 100 contracts. That's how much money I can lose on one ginormous pullback. Now I'm up 4,000. I'm risking 37, but I'm down 2. Blows your mind, don't it? All right. We're not here to talk about your bots either, there, Mr. Wall Street. We use coaches indicators, which is an algorithm. It's based on the criteria that we have programmed into that, but it is not a bot. And anyhow, we don't even talk. If you think dots work so well, then you must be a millionaire, because everybody and their brother sells them. They must work that great, right? You hear anybody offering bots, run, right? A trend line, that's what a trend line is, right? It's an logarithm. It's a mathematical computation of a price of movement, right? It's taking all these places all these candles are. It's taking like the 200s, counting up the last 200 candles, adding them up and dividing it all out, and that's the average, and then it adjusts up here on it, draws a line on the graph, right? It's always adjusted. VWAP, right? So you have volume average or weighted price the last 14 candles. So it's always calculating. So it's kind of the same thing in a roundabout way. But, all right. Oh, look at that. While I was talking to you, I lost $6,000. Who caused me to lose $6,000? What's up with that? Pulling back on me. Why? Because I don't have any line there. I have to pull up my gold chart because I don't have this over here. Let me look at my gold chart here real quick on my other one. Oh, no wonder. There's 3673.3. I have a line. 3673. See, I didn't know that was there because I didn't look at my other chart. I don't have this charted out on this system right here. 3673.3. And actually, I don't know why it's not. It should put them on there automatically for me anyway because I have them on my other chart. Oh, wait, what version do I have? Oh, I'll get version 3. That's why. Different versions. Never mind. My other one's version 4. This one just has version 3 on it. There's coach's indicators. We have in beta testing, and I don't have that one installed on here. I could install it, but I don't. So now I was up in money. Now I'm down. Why? Because it's starting to go against me, right? I said it was going short. I didn't realize this because I didn't have my level there. It hit that level. Look what it did. Bang, bang, right? Bouncing right off of it. 3673. Is that where I got this at? Let's see here. I can double click on this line. That ain't what I wanted. Wrong button. 36. There's 4. That's pretty close getting that line on there. There we go. So now I'm up 1,000. See how fast that changed? Right? So, I can get out of this trade. I can take my $1,000 and go home, right? That $37,000 I had to risk is gone, right? The cost of buying that has gone back into my margin account, and now I can turn around right now and retrade it, right? That's how that works. So, again, let's do this. Show my stop. I think it's going to bounce off this level, quite honest with you, but it might not. So my stop, see how that was on there automatically? I didn't have to do anything. Now TradingView does have if you forget to do it, there's a button here that'll let you grab and drag it wherever you want. Now I'm down 2,700 because I already told you what was going to happen. That's why you always wait for the break and hold, because you can see it broke. Well, it didn't break. It bounced, right? It did not break and hold. So anyhow, right? That's how it works. So, you can do take profits and all that, but I don't believe in doing the take profit thing unless I'm channel trading, and we're highly effective, because I take my profits when I want to take my profits on my terms, hopefully. So that's how you do that. So there's my stop already pre-programmed. I'm already in that. I just closed it out. All right. What else? Let's see, typing some numbers in. That's not Coach himself. All right. Ooh, you're awake, says Rhino3 over there. All right, who's going over and grabbing that free 1 week trial? Absolutely free. You can get the premium membership, so it starts training and trading at 8:45 on a live Zoom call, Monday through Friday, 8:45 Eastern Time through 4 p.m. You can get the crypto membership for absolutely free for 7 days. And they have live Zoom training, starts at 7:15 on Wednesday nights. And they also do pop-up Zoom trainings also at any time. And you also get access to the crypto lounge where all the crypto kings and queens hang out over there. And they talk everything crypto. I look at some of that stuff over there, it makes my head hurt. There's a lot of stuff to know so over there. Now, do I got to understand everything, all the inner workings of it? No, I don't. I just need how to read a chart, right? Trade the chart. If I could trade this chart, I guarantee you I can go over to crypto, trade crypto. I can also guarantee you I can go trade stock options looking at that chart. And I can also guarantee you that I can trade stocks looking at the chart. Why? It's because they all work the same way. A chart's a chart's a chart. Once you learn how to do that and become proficient at it, then you will be ready to become a trader. Oh, look at that MES trying to break through. Oh, look, what do we got here? You can see there's, without even drawing a line there, but I am going to draw a line right here. All right? You get the top of these candles here. I got to break through all this mess. It's where it's at now. It's testing it, right? It's getting tight here. I can actually just do that. Normally, I don't add all these lines, but sometimes, some days I do. Just depends. All right. And look what it did right there at the triple top, just like it should. Reject. Look how many times I tried to break through there. Bang, 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 bang. So it's not really rocket science to see that statistically this would bounce through. Now, before you go all postal on me, but Mark, it's retesting it very quickly this time. You are correct. I was speaking in generalities. The quicker, you see how this kept trying to get up in there, right? Didn't do it. This one kind of did for a second, but still got sucked back in. Went down, now we're coming back up, retesting once more. So, I'm going brain dead here. Yes, so this did test it, came down, come back up, come down. The faster this bounces back up here to retest, the more likely, the shorter time period, the more likely it is to break through. Doesn't mean it will, but statistically, a quick retest of a critical level will usually result in a breakthrough. And it doesn't mean it will this time either. We don't know. I am prepared, right? I can have my widget all loaded up to the upside if I believe that's where I'm going. And you can see, what's it doing? Fail. Epic fail. They ain't got enough oomph or power or volume behind it to push it up through there. All right. Man, I'm going to have a hard time at rehearsal tonight. Whew. Sleepy. I even went to bed early last night, too. Of course, I got up early. Apparently, I need to go to bed earlier than what I am. Got up at 1:45 this morning to start trading, and I never even made a trade at the, well, I made a trade, but not at the open. And Q, look at that bad boy breaking out over there, right? Was I in a trade over here? No, okay. I was going to watch to see if this breaks through. But I don't have to sit here and watch it. You know why? Because all I can do is make an alert. I can make an alert right here. Type through that, add the alert. When the price crosses whatever that number is I clicked on. There you go. Bang. Bing, bang, boom. Now I don't have to watch it. I can go look at other things. It'll pop up a message for me and audibly tell me. And it can even email me if I want it to. That has broke through that level. So here we are. Coming up. What do we know about the 1 minute chart? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Usually the 5 to 7 candle rule on a 1 minute chart means that every 5 to 7 candles you're going to have a pullback because people want to take your profits. People like me. Can't tell you the last time I sat in for 7 or 8 candles though. I'm a scalper, right? There we come. Back up here to try one more time. MES, ES, the S&P 500. All right. So, anyhow, there we go. Questions, comments?
Attention.
Oh, look at that. See, told me to go look at it. Was that the MES? Oh, that's a different one. That was another one I had set up there. Anyway, that might be an old one. Or no, I did set it for this. I wanted it to let me know when it broke through, right? Duh, I just did it. So now, why isn't I did that? They told me that when it's crossing at that mark. So now I come over and look at it. Do I want to play this? Well, if it breaks and hold above there, I might, after it gets past this a little bit. But it's still trying to pull back off this channel, top of this channel line. See how powerful that even is? It knows where it's trading at mathematically. So can I jump in there and buy it now? Well, sure. Probably going to pull back on me, right? Why would I want to do that? Well, let's say I do jump in here. Can I get lucky? Well, let's look and see, right? Where's my stop loss at? Way down there. All right. Slide that up there. Out of the road. I will slide that again once I enlarge my chart here. So where do I want my stop? That's part of the art. How far? Where do I want it? Can't park it up there because that's in the profit zone, right? If it goes up to the top of this candle, I would have made $18.75. These are micro contract, by the way. This is not the big boy contracts. If I was trading regular ES, then it would be 10 times that. It would be $60, right? So, but there's my maximum loss I'll take on this trade is $25, right? If I can't stomach that, then I shouldn't be trading this. I need to find something less volatile, right? So there's that. So anyway, now I'm at break even. Now I'm down $6, right? No biggie yet, all right? Comments, questions? Ooh. Still watching. Again, just trying. Just keeps tapping that, don't it? Trying to get out. Just can't do it. For whatever reason. So you know what I'm going to do? Since I got it down here, when this pops up there again, if I can catch it quick enough, I'm going to take my profit right there, and then I'll re-enter if it breaks and holds above that line. If it gets back up there. May not go back up there again. So when it gets up here, I'll click that button as fast as I can, if I'm able to. Now, what's another way of doing that? I said I'm going to get out right up here. And this is another way to do it. That's called using your take profit. Now, I don't advocate doing this because it is going to close me out for $18.75. Well, I got it up too high. What if it blows clear up to here? I could have made $1,800, right? That's why I don't personally like them. If you want to use them, that's your business. For whatever reason, right? Has nothing to do with me. There I am. If it goes up here, it'll stop me out for $25. There it goes. Bang. Bang, bang. All right, captured that. And I'll see what happened. This is why I never use take profit. Does it have its uses? Yes. But look at that. It popped clear up there. That was a lot more money I could have grabbed, right? So that was another, oops. Oh, here. So it went up to here, from here. What is that? 3 ticks? More I could have made on that. Just that pop. Ugh. Any questions on that? That's why you have to be patient. And that's one way to take profit. You know, if you're in a channel, you can use that. That way, if it does pop like that, you catch it. It's kind of hard to catch something when it shoots up at the top, right? So taking profit, yes, is an effective way to do that, but you are limiting your upside profits by doing that more often than not, right? Because what if the thing would have just took off and stayed up there? Well, look at all the money I could have lost, right? So, and if you have to walk away, you know, you got your stop loss to the downside, you got your take profit to the upside, if that's the way you're going, you know, at least it protects you. You should never walk away, though, from an active trade. Always be present. Questions. What's a good time frame to find a swing trade? Well, different techniques on that swing trading. I know we have Ralph. He's a swing trader in here. He likes doing those. He talked me into doing some of them. I paper traded a couple. Get the feel for it. I'm not a swing trader. I don't hold anything overnight. But I've done 3 or 4 swing trades live, actual money swing trades here recently. So what we'll do is we'll use Coach's 2-minute EWO trading strategy, but we'll go out to the 1-hour chart, let's say. All right. So now I'm going to oversimplify this. If you want to just use the EWO as your entry point for a long-term swing trade, however long that is, whether it's hours, days, weeks, months, years, whatever, I can use Coach's indicators, right? So, well, I think this has been going up too far. I think it's going to come down, right? That's based on your education and training. That's what you've concluded, right? Well, okay. Well, whenever this starts to turn red here, I can go ahead and enter the EWO to the downside, right? Off of a long-term chart and just let it go, right? I can set alerts so if it starts to pull back up, of course, I'll have my stop there anyway, limit my losses to the upside, but you can't really move your stops down until it gets far enough away. It'd be a pretty tight move. So that's why you need to know sometimes. Man, this thing's got a 35 ATR on it right now, MES. So, other than that, any questions? So, the time frames, you could use a 1 hour, you can use a 4 hours, whatever you like, right? For the bigger the number, I'm sure would give you some better results, right? It's showing you what it's doing in a higher time frame overall. We're not worried about the individual movements every hour, every minute, every second, right? We don't care about that. We got to set our stops so that we can get in when we want to. So by using Coach's indicator, I can come right here, and let's just say this is starting to turn red. Let's just pretend we got in this one. So I started looking at it, and I want to enter a swing trade. So, all right, well, it says it's going to come if the EWO is showing here. Okay, I'll get in there, and because I'm using a 1 hour or 4 hour EWO, look at the move. That's the average movement down and up during that time period. So, are you allowed to be able to be in 2 trades at one time with the same ticker? Nope, you can't do that. What you can do is you can do the micro and buy 10 micros equal 1 mini to the downside and buy 1 E-mini to the upside. Yes, you can do it that way. You're going to pay a lot more in fees, but no, you cannot be in the same ticker to the upside and the downside. You can't do a straddle or strangle or any of those things. You can only be in one way or the other, long or short. All right. Good question there, Drewski. So it's not like stock options, where you can straddle and, hedge your bet, whether it's going to go up or go down. You can play both sides at the same time. But I can do MES and I can do ES. You can do it that way. So if that's what you want to do. There's NQ, nice curl on it. Man, I'll tell you what, folks, my brain just shut off. I mean, my brain is mush. I don't even know why. Probably sitting in this chair all day. I did get good sleep. I thought I slept pretty good. Anyway, if you haven't already, go to our website over at American Dream Trading. Grab one of those absolutely free 1-week memberships. Not a single dime comes out of your pocket. You cancel at the end of the week, and no obligation further on your part. Or if you wish to carry on, then it will renew at its normal monthly rate. If you want to change how you pay for it, you can do that also. If you say, well, I want to pay annually, be done with it, and save money in the process. Save a bunch of money, right? All right. So, what other questions? I've been hearing at a 10. I've been hearing September is the month that tends to drop. But with the thought of the rate cut coming, I would like to go long. I'm in a bit of a dilemma. Well, you and everybody else, right? You got CPI numbers. It's almost a certainty. There's nothing certain, but all the talking heads and the bettors in the markets are saying it is going to cut rates. Now, here's my question to you. How does if the interest rates are cut or lowered, however you want to look at it, how is that going to affect the contract that you are trading? Because currencies are going to react different to that news than what soybean oil is. And it's going to act differently than what the Dow will. It's also going to act differently than what platinum or gold will. So you have to understand when you're going to do a swing trade based on news. And we know it's coming, right? What is it? Was it 17th? 18th? Whatever it is, here in a couple weeks. If you're swing trading based on news and you're hoping to capitalize on it, you might just be better off waiting for it to happen and play that move. But you have to understand, if I get the interest rate cuts, how does that affect the product that I'm trading? Is it going to make gold go up, or is it going to make gold go down? Is it going to make the NQ go up, or is it going to make the NQ go down? Because it does have a cause and effect, if it's substantial enough. Markets have already put it in there already. That's why you've been seeing this downhill turn here. Plus, we've had some other government numbers kind of reinforce what everybody already knows anyway. And we were talking about it during our training today, right? There's members in here that own businesses and they know other business, or they see the businesses in their local community, and they're laying people off. There's nobody there. And one guy is a truck driver, right? He drives truck, and he said he can tell the jobs are a lot less because he goes and, employee parking lots, there's less cars in there. They're not making stops at places that they used to on a regular basis. So they can just see it with their own two eyes. They don't need the government to tell them that things are right, are ever done. Considered a gold level. Yes, you can. Depends what you're looking at. What do you mean? I don't understand your question. Considering gold. Oh, at this point. Oh, you're responding to Doug's charts. See, he told you I'm a little slow in the head here. So, anyhow, yes. So, if you're playing it for the news, you got to know what the news is going to do to the thing that you want to swing trade. Okay. Yeah, September in general, as an overstated generality, the markets tend to not produce very well positive gains in September. It's one of the worst months, I guess, overall as far as returns. Kids are back to school, things are going on, right? So September, for those who trade up, tend to be, in other words, people buying stocks or stocks anyway. You only make money, technically, you only make money when it goes up, right? I understand you can short stuff. But as a general rule, we're only making money when our stock goes up, right? Well, I don't care. I could care less if the stock market goes up or goes down. I'd actually prefer it to go down. It's easier to make money when people are panicking and getting out because of news. I can make more money instead of just sitting there. Now, if you understand swing trading, you can take all that information, do an evaluation, put it on a 1 hour or a 4 hour, whatever one you want. It's up to you. And enter the EWO at that time when it changes over, and ride it, right? Hopefully it works out for you. But if you don't want to do all that work, then just wait for the news to come out and trade the news, right? You have a few seconds to jump in and make. I've made a boatload of money off of that, haven't I? Just playing the news. I love playing news, right? Do I buy ahead of time? I've done that once because the news was so overwhelmingly already known. It was a bias. Now, it could have went against me the other way, right? But I literally jumped into the trade on purpose ahead of time, right? And I came out smelling like a rose, if I do say so myself. But even then, I still do not. Lately, I haven't even been playing at the market open. I've been letting that go for a while. It's just been. Now, I'd have made good money if I'd have done it today on a Russell, but you don't know what's going to happen, right? Why risk my account when I can let it settle down and then get in it, right? When the candles have less huge, crazy wicks on them, right? Let the market settle down. Then it's easier to pick a position you want to enter and exit out of. And you'll probably make just as much money. So, anyhow, that's how we do that. Questions? Oh, you're looking at a fintech company? Okay, that's definitely effective by interest rates. Great. That's the interest rates they're talking about adjusting is what banks' overnight lending rate. That's all what that is. It's not your mortgage is not going to drop. Will it drop because of that? Well, yeah, in a roundabout way it will, but it's not going to. It's going to be forever. that interest rate cut does not mean that your home mortgage rates are going to suddenly drop. They don't. It has nothing to do with it. Bonds are what your home mortgage is based on, the bond market. And but it does benefit small businesses because they get loans for operational expenses, keep their head afloat when times are bad, right? That sounds crazy. Taking out a loan when things are going bad. Well, you still got to keep the lights on, right? You still got to order product. You still got to do things as you need to do to make money. So they're more to that. A fintech company, yes, it will. Financial companies will. Yep, you're looking at the 2 hour. That's fine. Well, then you enter there on the 2 hour EWO as you have typed in there, right? You want with a 2 hour time frame, right? So let me change this over. I'll use your real world example. It's not a futures contract, but that's okay. A chart's a chart, right? Stocks here. There we go. A firm, right? There we go. Firms making inroads with Amazon and all that now, right? So I'm very well familiar with the firm. We talk about it all the time. So now you said you were using a 2 hour EWO. Okay, which you can. It works on all time frames. Let me reset this so that it looks the way it should. There we go. Did it just start? Well, it hasn't yet. I mean, it started back here or right here. Now it's getting ready to, right? So you want to use the same criteria you would if you were doing a 2-minute EWO. You're swing trading on a longer time frame. So I want to really make sure that this has the second candle is larger than the first before I go entering. Where's my critical levels? You thinking this is going to go up, right? That's your thought. Do you want to hold on to it that long? How much does a firm move in any one time? Is it really worth tying up your money for that long? Well, if you do, that's fine. But you can see a firm's pretty much here. Let me do a daily chart here. How much does it move any given time? Well, the average ATR right now is $4.07, about $5, right? 475, 474. You're gonna be able to play that amount of money? Yeah, you probably can. But use your EWO for your entry point, and you'll get a lot better entry. If you want to go to the upside, or if you want to go to the downside, enter the EWO when it breaks an old below the 9, or use a 2-minute EWO trading strategy, however you want to do it. So that'll give you a because entry is key, right? So what's this one mean? That is earnings preview on that's the next one in November. What's this one say? A firm holding the officer. I did that. Go back and try that again. So in this case, there's that, right? So now the other thing you need to know is what your key levels are, right? So you need to get your charts charted out to start with, right? And if you're going to use a 2 hour time frame, I've never heard anybody doing that. But your chart, though, you can do it however you want. Get your lines, pop them lines on there. Look at where all the peaks and valleys are right here. There's one there I can pop a line on, right? If I click the right doodad here, right drawing tool, right? I can click a line there. I can click a line down here. I can spread this out so I can see it better to start with, right? This is a 1 day, so I can draw, I want to see where it hits multiple times. So this one I can tweak a little bit. I can move that up. Chart's a chart to chart. You don't do this any different than we do with futures, right? You're just going to do it with a stock option, correct? Stock options are just straight out stock. There, Rhino. Over on YouTube. Waiting on his answer. He didn't answer yet. It does take 30 seconds on average for YouTube to get what I'm saying out loud to their ears due to the drag. All right, so I'm just throwing some lines on there, all right? So now I have some lines that I can trade off of, right? So let's just say I go ahead and I'm going to take this EWO, right? You said 2 hours, so I'll go back to my 2 hour. Let's just say those are all my lines. Actually, I would do a lot better charting than that. I'm just doing this for educational purposes. How's that? Well, I'm waiting here patiently on my EWO. I want to see what it does. I can either set an alert or I can sit here and stare at it till it happens. Okay, well, there's an EWO trying to start, like you said, right? Is it strong? Not so much so, but so if I want to enter that, I just go ahead and enter it, right? I'll go in there by, just say I go in here and I'll buy, well, I'm not doing options. Let's say I'm going to enter buy 100 shares, right? So I go in there. I'm using my EWO right there to start of it. I can set my stop loss. I can set my take profit, however I want to do it, right? If I want to be sure that it's really going to do, I can take profit too. And I said how many ticks that I want. Well, that's only 3 candles really at the current, or what is it now? $1.38 on, no, it's a stock. Yeah. So I would change that. But anyway, so then I would just go ahead and buy it and then go check it every now and then. You're not going to sit there and stare at it, right? So there it is. I got that in there. My stop's there in case it goes down, right? It pulls against me, limits my downside. So you just trade. It's not any different. You're just using a different time frame. Again, got me? Get it? Get it, got it. There's where I got in at. The heck's these here going on? What's this mess? What am I in? I'm in a long. So I think it's going to go up. So I get my stop loss. I can put a big, whatever, stop loss in. Now I only got to go check it every so often, right? So I just check it as often as you want. Let it run as long as you want. But whenever you see it get to the levels that you want, then you need to get out, right? Based on your training and education and experience. So eventually this is going to come up. Let's just say I got a line right here, right? This is a critical level. This hits here all the time. Wrong button. It hits at this level, pulls back all the time. Well, I can wait till it gets up there and put a sell order. I can use a TP and do it so it takes it before it bounces back, right? That kind of stuff. All kinds of creative things you can do. You're just doing it like we do on a normal day trading basis. You're just doing it on a swing trade. All right. So if you're doing shares, I mean, you own them. If it pulls back, what's the worst happens? You own your shares and you got to hold them longer, right? So there I am, up a whole dollar. I'll get out of this trade. So if that answered your question and made you more confused before I start talking, I'm about half punch drunk. I'm about ready to wrap this up. Yeah, we got 10 minutes or 12. I'll stomach it out. If it was up to me, I'd shut her down right now. I'm so tired. My brain's tired. There we go. There's NQ. Let me get that back on a 2-minute chart. Anywho, stretch out this price thing here. About to get very volatile, maybe. We'll see. NQ just kind of, where's all the volume out on NQ? Just kind of died, didn't it? It's there a little bit. Not that bad. Look at ES. Yeah, look, there's my line. It's trying to break through. Did it break cleanly through it and keep going? Nope. It's diddled in the middle of the channel. See that line? It's not exciting at all. I wouldn't enter that trade just for that reason. To the upside, I'm saying. What gold do? Well, there's gold. Gold continued its downward trend, right? And that's a beautiful downside. Why ain't I in this, Doug? Come on, Doug. Why didn't you tell me to get in this trade, Doug? Oh, that's right. We're not a call-out group, are we?
Because you're busy.
Yeah. So this started right here about 2:30-ish. It's been going down ever since. So that's 175 ticks or whatever. At $10 a tick. Yeah, that's pretty good money. You do the math. All right. What time is it? 10. We got 10 minutes left. Can I stomach it for another 10 minutes? We will. especially if you have questions. If you don't, I'm just going to go ahead and call it a day. All right. Johnny Be Amazing. There you go. All right. Who signed up for the free 1 week membership? You can get it for our premium stock options. You can get it in our futures, and you can get it in our crypto. Pick one. Go join us for a week. See what actually happens here at American Dream Trading with zero obligation on your part. Your only obligation is that before the end of the week, if you do not wish to join as a paid member, then you just tell us to cancel it. You can cancel it yourself, actually, and you will not be billed any money, period, after that week's over. That's that simple. Grab our Discord. You'll need that also. That's another way how we interact with each other. Drewski, the whole reason for switching to Trade-A is because of the fees. No, margins, the margin requirements in after hours. The one most people tend to use has overnight margins that are high, like say 34,000 to trade NQ at night, where I can do that with this other broker for a margin only having 1,000 in my account. As long as I got at least 1,000 or more in my account, I can trade all night long. But if I don't, then if I'm with the other one that you're currently using, then I got to have 34,000 in my account to trade that same one contract. Kind of crazy, ain't it? Just the way it is. All right. Typing in some numbers. What do we got running? Anything? Why is our paid members so quiet? They're doing a lot of typing, but they're not talking. All right. Ralph, did you fall asleep or what? Did you fall asleep again, Ralph? Ralph.
I'm up.
All right. Let's see if you're here. All right. Just checking.
I'm up.
Just checking. All right.
Barely.
All right, because all I heard was, that's all I was hearing. So. All right. That ain't quite how he says it. He says it this way.
All right.
I seen him on TV last night.
NQ got a pop-up. Look.
Yeah, it does. I'm looking at it. See if we can get through this top of this channel here, though, right? There's a little place where it's power hour, anything can happen, especially in the last 5 minutes of trading day. You can also pull the other way and dump, right? How many times do you see that? Should I jump in this, Ralph? Is it safe to jump in?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Power hour is the last 5 minutes of the market.
Yeah. Yeah, but it might just get a lot of volume and shoot up. I'm getting in it, Ralph. I don't care what you say.
I jump in when there's volume. I don't care what time of day it is, unless it's early morning.
Well, if there's volume, yes. I agree. I don't disagree.
Early morning volume, though, sometimes bites you in the ass.
Yes, it does. Well,
it's in the ass cheeks, Ralph.
That's why Coach tells us to stay out of the first half hour and the last hour of the day, power hour. If you're not an experienced trader, you can get caught up in that and wreck your account. Hey, Hudson Miller, no time like the present. We're about to go off the air here, buddy. Thanks for showing up late over there, Hudson. Over there on the Tiki Talks. Everybody say hi to Hudson.
Appreciate you, Hudson.
Everybody say hi to Hudson.
All right, Hudson. How you doing, Hudson?
You could be over here in this, right? That's all right. It's one of our paid members. World famous. Known all over the world. Known all over the United States. Been there, done that. Thanks for that like, Hudson. Appreciate it. He's world famous. We know celebrity. Down there down in Nolens area, down there hanging out. He talks, and he don't even talk funny. Why don't you talk really funny? Are you not a native down there? I'm not asking. Oh, look, I'm up 1,400, Ralph. I jumped in it early. I didn't want to listen. Oh, wait. What could happen here, Ralph? It hasn't held above that level, has it?
Nope.
Could just pull back and go the other way, right, Ralph?
Take your 1,400 and get out.
No, I want more. It's going to the moon. I got a feeling. Oh, wait. Sorry. Never mind. That was gas. All right. I'll take my 1,250. How's that? Oh, look at that. Did I just get out at the right time? Look at that. That's why you don't jump in those things, right? Now, if you quick scalp, yes, you can do that. But that one up there, did it break and hold yet? And what Ralph say? No, it didn't. So that means danger, Will Robinson, might pull back on you if you're not careful. And I took that 1,250 just in time because Matt told me to. All right. Oh, so you just don't have that southern accent. Ralph don't either.
Nope. Sort of.
You born and
Kind
bred
of.
down there, Ralph?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have it either. Once in a while you hear something, but we're all that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just plain redneck, so you just don't understand half of what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with an accent. Just half things I say don't make any sense. That Maria now that Maria, she talks funny. I don't care what anybody says.
Yes, you do.
She's not in here, is she? Don't you tell her I said that. I'm afraid of her. That Christina girl, she every once in a while you catch a little bit of that northeast coast Boston. I know she's not from Boston, but you get that far east coast, northern east coast little twang in her voice. That's where she's from. But Coco don't talk like that. Oh, she's from different. She's from down your way, that part of the country. That's why she don't talk funny. All right. Drew says, I knew Ralph was from South first time I heard him talk. Oh, jeez. Oh, look at that. This is a dedicated member we got here, a paid member. He's in our Zoom chat typing a message. He said he's tired too. He just finished wiring a boat dock, and he was listening to us the whole time while he was wiring a boat dock. Wind was blowing, 80 degrees, feels nice, but he likes it 20 degrees cooler. Yeah, me too. Fall's my favorite time of the year. I wish it would stay this temperature year round here in Ohio, but man, you don't do that. It gets hot, sweaty, muggy. Ugh.
It's rained here.
Yeah. We haven't any rain. I think we had one day of measurable rain in August. One day. That was it. And then even that was only like a tenth of an inch. It was nothing. It was like a cloud burst, basically all it was. All right. Well, Rhino, here's what you do. I don't know how experienced, when you're talking swing trading, you don't just jump in it with money the first time around, whoever brought that up to start with, right? You paper trade it. Test out how you think you want to do it, right? Maybe you'll find, using a 2-minute or 2-hour EWO maybe is not quite as effective as a 4-hour or 1 hour. You need to test out whenever you're doing a new trading strategy. You need to test it out first and see how it works. Do it multiple times. See if you're getting good results, the results you wanted, right? Let's just say you were going to do it on gold, all right? Well, do it 4 or 5 times on gold. All right, well, yeah, I had pretty good results. Okay, now go over and do it on, something else and see if you get the same results based on entering in the same criteria and see how you do, right? That'll help reinforce it that Then you can start doing it with a small position in real money, right? You don't just throw the whole farm at it. Just do one little contract and see how it works out for you. Refine it as needed. There's no magic formula for swing trading on as far as what you use to get in, is there, Ralph? Or is there?
Nope.
It's whatever
Swing
you
trading
like.
kind of tricky. Sometimes you could be like, oh, it look like it's rallying, and then you get in, and the next couple of days it just sells off. So you gotta wait for the setup, just like you would on the 2-minute chart.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Part of trading is waiting. Well, I thank everybody for being here. If you haven't taken advantage of that free 1-week membership, either in our premium trading stocks and stock options, our crypto, obviously dealing with crypto, or the one that we're talking about here with me, futures, you can join me. You can join Ralph and Doug and many, 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 many more people over in our futures live Zoom calls starting at 8:30 every morning. I don't know what's holding you back other than yourself. So join us if you would. And, we are live 3 times a day here. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I am live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And our lovely host, Dawn, and one of our other moderators, she has the YouTube show over there on the YouTube channel. You can catch it over there. It's a live show. You can even join her panel and talk live with the camera on or off, however you want. That starts at 4 o'clock. That usually runs an hour, hour and a half, depending on what they're talking about. So that's every day at 4 o'clock, all Eastern times, of course. I'm glad you could be here with us today. Make sure anybody that you come in contact with in person, that you would make sure you lift them up. Don't tear them down. Try to leave lasting positive memories, right? Because you may be the only person that will lift them up in their entire day. So be that person, right? Try to treat other people nicely. I don't care if you are a boomer like me, right? When you greet people out, try to make them feel better than when they first met you. Now, they may feel better when they meet you because you're going away, so they may feel better. But, that's a different story. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. Goodbye.
Thanks, Mark. I heard you guys talking about me. I don't know what you said. I was in trades. I was intensely.
Oh, Christina's here.
Huh? It's all good. Yeah, right.
What's up
Hello,
with your
Christina.
Boston
You're here.
accent?
I'm
Your
here. I'm here. I was just
Boston.
I was in a really intense trade. I couldn't